Vietnam is a land of limestone mountain ranges, colossal caves, and nearly pristine ecosystems. Stretching from north to south, nature here is constantly changing. From terraced rice paddies clinging to mountain slopes, lush tropical forests, to waterfalls cascading year-round amidst the vast wilderness. Many wonders have been recognized by UNESCO as World Heritage Sites. But there are still many lesser-known areas. Unexplored caves, primeval forests, and geological landscapes retain almost entirely their original beauty. Each region bears its own unique mark, where nature blends with local history and culture, creating irreplaceable values. These are not only destinations to explore, but also heritage sites that need to be preserved for future generations. Let's embark on a journey from north to south, exploring the natural wonders of Vietnam and witnessing why this land is considered one of the most diverse and spectacular landscapes in Southeast Asia. Nestled in the mountainous northwest region of Vietnam, Dien Bay province boasts one of the most impressive agricultural landscapes. This is Mu Chang Chai, one of the country's most spectacular and famous terraced rice fields. Spreading over 200 hectares, the terraces stretch from the foothills to the highest peaks, forming a giant painting carved directly into the mountainside. It's not simply cultivated land, but a series of golden ribbons winding across the mountainside. During the rainy season, they transform into countless giant mirrors reflecting the white clouds in the sky. In autumn, the entire valley glows with a rich golden hue, creating an impossible natural masterpiece. A creation of human hands over hundreds of years. Over generations, the Hmong community here has learned to perfectly adapt to the rugged terrain. You will be amazed by the sturdy earthen houses that keep you warm through the snowy winter, or the wooden houses clinging precariously to the towering cliffs. Despite the harshness of nature,
The cultural life here remains vibrant, with colorful handcrafted brocade costumes.
where every stitch tells a story of the mountains, forests, and origins. Life would be incomplete without the rhythm of human life. Amidst the mist-shrouded mountains and forests, small houses still have their fires burning brightly as evening falls. By the glowing charcoal stoves, the elderly quietly tell stories, while the children play on the dirt roads around the village. Their clear eyes reflect the clouds in the vast mountains and forests, as if nature has become a part of the childhood of every child here. In the vast northwest mountains, life unfolds slowly, simply, and intimately connected with nature through generations. Yanbai cuisine also bears the strong imprint of the northwest mountains and forests. Most famous is Tule sticky rice, made from fragrant glutinous rice grown in the valleys at the foot of Khao Pa Pass. Besides that, there is 5-colored sticky rice with 5 natural colors, symbolizing the 5 elements of the Highland people's concept. Or smoked buffalo meat, smoked for many months, infused with the characteristic aroma of maken and doi seeds. Each dish not only reflects the flavors of the mountains and forests, but also preserves customs and identities that have been passed down through many generations. Located in the northwest of Lao Cai province, Sapa is one of Vietnam's most unique high mountain regions. This town sits at an altitude of approximately 1,500 meters above sea level, right on the slopes of the Huanglian Son mountain range, the majestic and highest mountain range in Indochina. The rugged terrain and cool climate year-round create a world almost completely isolated from the plains below. Above all, Sapa is a land of clouds and mountain peaks. From here, the Huanglian Sun Range stretches out like a giant rock wall. Where Fansipan Peak rises to an altitude of 143 meters, becoming the roof of Indochina. Not only is it the highest mountain on the peninsula, Fansipan is also home to many different climate zones and ecosystems within a short journey from the foot of the mountain to the summit. In the early mornings, seas of clouds roll over the mountain slopes, covering the valleys, then slowly dissipate as the sun appears, creating a landscape that changes almost every minute. Not only does Sapa boast towering mountain peaks, but it is also nourished by countless streams originating from the Huanglian primeval forest. On their way down into the valley, the water erodes the sheer cliffs to create a series of majestic waterfalls. The most famous of these is Silver Waterfall, where water cascades from a height of over 200 meters down the mountainside, its sound echoing throughout the valley. Not far away, the more gentle Love Waterfall meanders through the ancient forest before merging with a golden stream at the foot of the mountain. Amidst cloud-touching peaks, primeval forests, and waterfalls that flow continuously throughout all 4 seasons, Sapa emerges as one of the most spectacular high-altitude landscapes in Southeast Asia. Sapa is home to many ethnic communities such as the Hmong, Red Dao, Tay, Gie, and Cha Fo. On the slopes of the Huanglian Son mountain range, they still preserve their languages, clothing, customs, and lifestyles that have existed for generations. In Sapa, culture is not only preserved, but also present in every aspect of daily life. Each highland market is an opportunity for people from the villages to bring agricultural products, herbs, and mountain produce to exchange. The sound of the Hmong flute, the vibrant hand-embroidered costumes, and the traditional linen weaving and indigo dyeing are still preserved as an indispensable part of life here. In addition, the herbal bath remedy of the Red Dao people has become a distinctive cultural feature, reflecting the long-standing connection between the people and the Huanglian Son mountains. Life in Sapa is shaped by the high mountain ranges and the close connection between the indigenous communities and nature. For many Hmong, Red Dao, and Tay people, the mountains and forests are not only a place of livelihood, but also a sacred space, preserving beliefs about ancestors, forest spirits, and water spirits that have been passed down through generations. Amidst modern life, many villages in Sapa still maintain a strong sense of community. From building a house and harvesting crops to traditional festivals, people still share the work together as a long-standing custom. The sincerity, simplicity, and hospitality also leave a special mark on those who have visited Sapa. Perhaps it is the people here who have given this land, amidst the clouds and mountains, a simple beauty that no other landscape can replace. The year-round cold climate has also shaped the unique cuisine of Sapa. In the daily meals of the highlanders, ingredients sourced directly from the mountains and forests. Such as mustard greens, chayote, wild mushrooms, stream fish, and free-range chicken are always present on the table. The cooking methods are not overly complicated, but they preserve the original flavor of each ingredient. Sapa cuisine is also famous for its salmon and sturgeon raised in the cold waters originating from the Huanglian Son mountain range. Amidst the chilly weather, a steaming hot pot has become a familiar flavor of this region. Besides that is tangko, a traditional Hmong dish, grilled skewers of meat over a charcoal fire, and a warm cup of apple wine. Each dish not only reflects the natural conditions of the highlands, but is also a part of the lifestyle that has been intertwined with the communities here for generations. Located in the far north of Vietnam, the Dong Van Karst Plateau is one of the oldest and largest karst regions in Asia. Spreading over 300 square kilometers. It was formed from layers of limestone approximately 400 to 600 million years old, when the entire area was still submerged deep beneath the ancient ocean. Millions of years of uplift, erosion, and weathering have transformed the former seabed into towering limestone mountain ranges stretching to the horizon. In 2010, Dong Van became Vietnam's first UNESCO Global Geopark. Here, time is not measured in years and months, but in hundreds of millions of years of Earth's history. Viewed from above, thousands of jagged limestone peaks stand close together like giant, petrified waves. Karst valleys, sinkholes, and sheer cliffs create one of the most spectacular geological landscapes in Southeast Asia. Cutting across the plateau is the Ma Pi Leng Pass, one of the most famous mountain passes in Vietnam. The pass, approximately 20 kilometers long, clings to the edge of the mountain at an altitude of over 200 meters, offering panoramic views of the entire Rocky Mountain range below. To complete this road, thousands of young volunteers spent years hanging from the cliffs, carving out every meter of the road with manual tools. The most treacherous, sheer cliff section, known as the White Cliff, required continuous construction for many months under conditions with almost no mechanical support. Today, Ma Pileng is more than just a transportation route. It's also a place where humans and nature have left one of the most impressive marks in the mountainous region of northeast Vietnam. Hidden among the mountain ranges is the Tu San Gorge, considered the deepest gorge in Southeast Asia. Two nearly vertical cliffs, some over 700 meters high, embrace the winding, emerald green Yok Kwe River below. For millions of years, this small stream has persistently cut through the massive limestone massif to create the majestic gorge we see today. Viewed from the summit of Ma Pileng, the New Kwe River appears like a soft, emerald silk ribbon draped across a sea of gray rocks. The distinctive color of the water comes from its high mineral content and clarity, creating a rare contrast with the surrounding barren, jagged cliffs. Every autumn, as the weather begins to turn chilly, the Dong Van Karst Plateau takes on a completely different appearance. Millions of buckwheat flowers bloom simultaneously, covering the barren gray rocky slopes with shades of pink and purple. This small flower has long become a symbol of Hajiang. Beyond the characteristic beauty of the rocky plateau, buckwheat is also closely linked to the lives of the local people. The seeds are used to make cakes, brew wine, and prepare many traditional dishes, while the flower fields attract thousands of tourists each year to explore Dong Van that is both majestic and full of life. In a land formed from ancient seas hundreds of millions of years ago, the flowering seasons return regularly, concluding the story of a plateau where rock and life have coexisted through countless changes in time. Located on the Colossal River in the northern border region of Vietnam, Ban Geoc Waterfall is one of the largest and most majestic cross-border waterfalls in Asia. Water cascades down from multiple layers of limestone, spreading hundreds of meters amidst a backdrop of lush green mountains, creating a spectacular natural landscape that has existed for thousands of years. Here, a river has become the border between two countries. Yet its beauty belongs to no one in particular. During the rainy season, millions of cubic meters of water from the upstream pour down, creating swirling white cascades that resound throughout the valley. The mist rising from the limestone mountains creates a hazy atmosphere, as if the entire scene is shrouded in a thin layer of fog. When sunlight shines through the curtain of water, rainbows often appear right at the foot of the waterfall, creating one of Banjiok's most characteristic moments. Unlike many famous waterfalls around the world that flow in a single stream, Banjiok is divided into many layers and numerous large and small branches. Water flows through the rock formations, merging and then separating, creating constant movement in the heart of the limestone valley of Non Nyok Khao Bang Geopark. Just a few kilometers from Banjiok Waterfall lies Guom Ngao Cave, one of the largest and most beautiful limestone caves in northern Vietnam. In the Tay language, Guom Ngao means tiger cave, associated with local legends passed down through generations. If Banjiok displays its power on the surface, Guom Ngao hides an entire world beneath the mountain. The cave is over 2 kilometers long, formed when groundwater silently dissolved limestone over millions of years. Inside are countless stalactites and stalagmites in various bizarre shapes, created drop by the mineral-rich water that continues to flow down to this day. Light filters through the cave chambers, reflecting off the giant rock columns and shimmering stalactite curtains, creating the feeling of stepping into a natural underground cathedral. Many stalactite formations continue to grow, transforming Guom Ngao into a geological landscape that is constantly changing over time. Nestled in the green valley of Non Ngoc Khao Bang Geopark is a mountain with a shape almost unlike anywhere else in Vietnam. Right in the middle of the massive limestone massif is a natural circular hole that pierces straight through the mountain's body, earning it the name Angel Eye Mountain. Among thousands of limestone mountains, nature has left behind a giant eye that looks through the sky. This hole was formed after millions of years of weathering and natural collapse of the limestone. When viewed from the right angle, the entire mountain range appears like a giant rock arch opening up in the middle of the grassland, creating a scene that is both strange and incredibly balanced. During the rainy season, the grasslands at the foot of the mountain are covered by shallow lakes reflecting the sky and the surrounding mountain ranges. In the dry season, the water recedes, giving way to lush green meadows where horses and buffalo graze peacefully in the tranquil atmosphere of the border region. It is this change that gives Mount Eye of God a different beauty with each season. But it always remains one of the most unique landscapes of northeast Vietnam. The rugged, mountainous terrain and harsh winters have shaped the unique cuisine of northeast Vietnam. The local people have long known how to preserve food by smoking, fermenting, and drying to adapt to the harsh natural conditions. Dishes with the distinctive flavors of the mountains and forests, such as smoked sausages, meat hung in the kitchen rafters, rice rolls with hot broth, or chow bang sour pho, have become a familiar part of daily life. Alongside these are the famous Chung Can chestnuts, local corn, and cups of corn wine brewed using traditional methods passed down through generations. The cuisine here is not elaborate or heavily spiced. Most ingredients come from the mountains and forests and the cornfields on the rocky plateau. This simplicity creates the characteristic flavor of this border region, where people have lived in harmony with nature for generations. Located in the Midland region of northern Vietnam, Long Coc Tea Hill is one of the most uniquely shaped tea-growing areas in the country. Spanning hundreds of hectares, the rolling hills, shaped like domes, create a rare landscape, often likened to a green archipelago in the middle of the mainland. From above, Long Coc resembles hundreds of small islands rising from a sea of clouds. At dawn, fog blankets the valleys, revealing only the hilltops rising from the white mist. The early morning sunlight gradually penetrates the thin layer of fog, dyeing the tea rose a shimmering green. The undulating terrain and the gentle curves of the tea plantations create a natural picture that is both orderly and vibrant. Long Coc is a place where the Muong people have been closely associated with tea cultivation for generations. While the fog still covers the hillsides. Tea pickers begin their work by selecting each young bud according to the one bud. Two leaves principle, a method that determines the quality of the tea. Tea processing is still maintained in many families using traditional methods. From wilting and rolling to roasting the tea leaves in a hot pan. All stages require years of accumulated experience. For the people here, Tea plants not only provide a livelihood, but also become an integral part of the rhythm of life and cultural identity of the entire Midland region. Amidst the lush green tea hills, life unfolds slowly and steadily, just like the way the tea plants grow day by day. Tea makers spend hours on the steep hillsides, patiently picking each young bud by hand to preserve the quality of the leaves. Not overly noisy or hurried, the people of Longcock possess the characteristic simplicity of the Midland region. In their gentle smiles and the way they cherish each tea bud, one can feel the enduring bond between the people and the land that has nourished countless generations. A cup of Longcock tea may begin with a slightly astringent taste, but after only a few seconds, it will give way to a lingering, sweet aftertaste in the throat. Besides green tea, Phu Tor is also famous for its naturally fermented sour meat, bun thai, ear-shaped cakes, and many other dishes with the rustic flavors of the Midland region. The cuisine here is as simple as the Longcock area itself, with flavors preserved from local ingredients and traditional cooking methods. Ha Long Bay is a small bay located on the western coast of the Gulf of Tonkin in the northeastern part of Vietnam. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognized twice for its outstanding landscape and geological values. Few places on Earth possess a vast limestone labyrinth in the middle of the sea on such a massive scale as Ha Long. These rock formations began hundreds of millions of years ago and have been continuously eroded by rainwater, sea waves, and time to create thousands of islands with diverse shapes. Some resemble giant towers, others look like sails in the sea, and some islands contain entire systems of caves inside. From above, Ha Long appears as an endless labyrinth amidst the turquoise sea. As the light changes from sunrise to sunset, the entire bay is adorned with magical colors, so beautiful that it resembles a watercolor painting. Closely associated with this wonder is the unique maritime culture of ancient fishing villages such as Qua Can and Ba Hang. For hundreds of years, people have lived on floating houses drifting along the water. Their spiritual lives are intertwined with traditional sea worship rituals, entrusting their faith and reverence to the sea god and fish god to pray for safe voyages and bountiful catches of shrimp and fish. The people of Ha Long embody the spirit of the sea. They are fishermen with sun-tanned skin, strong bodies, and generous, straightforward personalities. In their bold eyes lies resilience in the face of the waves and winds, but also full of tolerance and a deep love for the ocean, the source of sustenance for generations of their families. Speaking of Ha Long, one immediately thinks of the famous hand-pounded squid cake. Fresh squid is pounded manually to create a crispy texture and a rich, sweet flavor unmatched anywhere else. Along with rare seafood such as sea cucumbers and sea worms, Halong cuisine is the finest distillation of the salty essence of the open sea. Hanoi is the capital, the political and cultural center of Vietnam. Its bustling pace of life is intertwined with a tranquil, ancient charm. The rush hour traffic scene is a dense network of motorbikes inching through intersections. Crossing the road during these hours requires intense concentration and attention. Otherwise, it can be quite dangerous. Under the ancient trees, sidewalk stalls spring up everywhere. People sit on plastic chairs, drinking iced tea, eating pho, munching on chestnuts, and watching the street life right next to the road. The city preserves its historical depth in every street corner. Hoan Kiem Lake and West Lake are the breathing spaces of the urban area. Thang Long Imperial Citadel stands silently in the city center. The Temple of Literature, National University, marks the long-standing tradition of education. This is also considered Vietnam's first university, founded in 1076 during the reign of King Li Nhan Thong, playing the role of the most important center of higher education during the feudal era. Specializing in training talented individuals for the country. Today, the Temple of Literature, National University, is a famous tourist destination, preserving and honoring the tradition of studiousness and scholarly achievements. Hanoi, with its 36 streets and alleys, still retains its moss-covered walls, yin-yang tiled roofs, and narrow, cramped tube houses. If you have the opportunity to visit Hanoi, be sure to immediately enjoy the unique specialities that cannot be replicated anywhere else in the world. Hanoi Pho, with its sweet and savory broth from simmered bones. The fragrant bun cha, with its charcoal grilled pork emanating from small street-side kitchens. Or simply seasonal delicacies, such as sticky rice wrapped in lotus leaves in autumn, pickled starfruit juice in summer, or a steaming bowl of glutinous rice balls in sweet soup on cold winter days. Towering limestone mountains rise from the plains, embracing verdant rivers that meander through countless caves and water-filled valleys. This is the Trung An Scenic Landscape Complex, Southeast Asia's first UNESCO World Heritage Site. Recognized for both its cultural and natural heritage in terms of both criteria. for millions of years. Water has silently carved through the mountains to create a labyrinth of rivers and caves, almost unparalleled anywhere else. Small boats quietly carry visitors through water-filled caves, where the rock ceiling is only a few meters above the water's surface. Light flickers in and out at each cave entrance, revealing isolated valleys completely surrounded by rocky mountains. From above, the entire Trang An appears like a giant ink painting, where mountains, water, and forest blend into a landscape that remains almost perfectly preserved after millions of years of Earth's evolution. Not only is Ninh Binh famous for its scenery, but it is also a land that preserves many important milestones in Vietnamese history. It was once the first capital of the centralized feudal state under the Dinh dynasty in the 10th century, with the Hoa Lu ancient capital complex still preserved today. The lives of the people here are closely connected to the rivers, rice fields, and surrounding limestone mountain ranges. Many generations have adapted to this unique topography, creating a slow-paced life, harmonious with nature, and preserving many traditional crafts of the Northern Delta region. The people of Ninh Binh possess the simple and calm demeanor of the northern countryside. On the small boats navigating through Trang An or Tam Kok, the boatmen can control the oars with both feet, a skill that has become a characteristic image of this land. Ninh Binh cuisine is rich in the flavors of the limestone mountains and the Delta Plain. Most famous is the mountain goat meat, with its firm texture thanks to the goats being raised on rocky slopes, served with crispy golden rice, which has become a symbol of this region. Besides that are dishes made from mountain snails, tong trong perch, and other rustic specialties prepared from local ingredients. Each dish reflects the long-standing connection between people and the ecosystem of Ninh Binh's mountains, rivers, and rice fields. Located in the sun-drenched and windy Quang Binh province, Phong Nha Kebang National Park is a World Natural Heritage Site famous for its kingdom of caves. Sailing along the emerald green Son River deep into the mountains, visitors will enter the magical world of Phong Nha Cave, also known as Tien Duong Cave, Heavenly Cave. The system of hundreds of caves here opens up a magnificent underground space with countless stalactites and stalagmites in myriad shapes, patiently sculpted by nature over millions of years. What makes Phong Nha Kabang so magical is not only its scenery, but also its profound social transformation. This place has witnessed a historical turning point. From forest workers who once lived off logging, the local community has become the core force protecting nature. This change in mindset has transformed them into resilient forest guardians, working together with the world to preserve the invaluable heritage of their homeland. Transforming alongside its heritage, the people of Phong Nha carry within them a profound sense of pride. The eyes of the former forest workers now shine with resilience and pride as they introduce each cave corner and every tree to international friends. In those deep eyes lies understanding, appreciation, and a sacred love for the mountains and forests of their homeland. The pinnacle of this underground epic is Son Doong Cave, the world's largest natural cave. Entering Son Doong is like stepping into a completely different planet. With its unprecedented height and width, the cave's interior creates its own unique weather system with swirling mist. In particular, giant sinkholes open up windows of light, nurturing a lush, primeval forest right beneath the surface. A turbulent underground river flows through record-breaking stalactite columns, creating a magnificent masterpiece that surpasses all imagination. The adventure tourism model at Son Doong has become a global symbol of sustainable nature conservation. The strictest conservation standards are applied here. The number of explorers is severely limited each year. All waste is removed, and human impact is minimized. This high level of social awareness has helped Son Doong retain its pristine beauty as it was when first discovered. The journey to conquer Son Doong Cave is deeply marked by the courage of these people. It is the unwavering determination in the face of challenges, coupled with profound reverence for the grandeur of nature, of the local guides. It is their dedication and deep love for the forest that have connected modern humanity with this wonder of creation, spanning millions of years. Nestled amidst rolling limestone mountains, Huluong emerges as a verdant paradise with terraced rice fields stretching across the valley. The air is filled with a gentle sound of babbling streams and the sight of traditional wooden water wheels tirelessly turning year-round, creating a tranquil yet vibrant landscape. Huluong preserves the ancient cultures of the Thai and Muong ethnic communities. The social life here is a vivid testament to the harmonious interplay between humans and nature. The traditional wooden stilt houses not only provide shelter from the rain and sun, but also serve as spaces for preserving customs, festivals, and a philosophy of protecting the green forest. The conscious effort to preserve the environment has helped the community here maintain its precious heritage values through generations. The people of Pu Luong win over anyone with their inherent sincerity and hospitality. You'll encounter the warm, gentle eyes and radiant smiles of the local people on the verandas of their stilt houses. The culinary delights in Pu Luong are imbued with the rustic flavors of the mountains and forest. There's sticky rice cooked in bamboo tubes, and the famous kolung duck meat with its firm, crispy skin, grilled over charcoal. Enjoying these with mildly spicy wild bamboo shoots and rich, flavorful chili sauce will leave an unforgettable impression on your journey. Located at an altitude of over 10 meters above sea level, Mok Chau Plateau boasts a mild climate year-round, creating one of the most spectacular landscapes in the northern mountainous region of Vietnam. Each season transforms this land into a completely different landscape. There are few places in Vietnam where the scenery changes so dramatically with each season as in Mok Chau. In late winter and early spring, millions of plum trees burst into bloom simultaneously, covering the valleys and hillsides in a giant carpet of white flowers. Just a few weeks later, that white is replaced by vibrant pink peach blossoms, followed by endless stretches of lush green tea hills under the spring sun. In the middle of the plateau, the tea hills are trimmed into gentle curves that follow the natural terrain. When the morning mist still lingers on the leaves, the entire space exudes the characteristic tranquility of the high mountains. Mok Chau is also home to vast grasslands, pine forests, Dai Yem Waterfall, Ban Ang Pine Forest, and sprawling meadows where dairy cows graze peacefully amidst the pristine scenery. Interspersed among the mountain ranges are villages of the Thai and Hmong people, still preserving their traditional way of life in a nearly unspoiled natural environment. In early summer, the plum orchards enter their harvest season. Branches laden with red and purple fruit cover the hillsides, closing a growth cycle, only for the plateau to prepare for a new flowering season a few months later. It is this cycle that gives Mok Chau a different beauty each time people return. In central Vietnam, the ancient capital of Hue preserves almost intact the legacy of the last feudal dynasty in the country's history. Recognized by UNESCO as a World Cultural Heritage Site.
It is the largest complex of palaces, fortifications, temples,
and tombs in Southeast Asia. At the heart of the complex is the Hui Imperial Citadel, which served as the heart of the Nguyen dynasty for over a century. The massive city gates, the golden glazed tile roofs, the stone-paved courtyards, and the palaces were all arranged according to Eastern philosophy. Flowing through the heart of the city is the gentle Perfume River, a river that has witnessed countless ups and downs of the ancient capital. Every afternoon, the water reflects the ancient pagodas, the bridges spanning the river, and the fleeting glimpses of dragon boats silently drifting downstream, creating a unique and tranquil scene of Hui. Surrounding the imperial city is a system of tombs of the Nguyen emperors, each with a different architectural style, yet all blending harmoniously with the hills, lakes, and pine forest. More than just the resting place of emperors, these are masterpieces combining architectural art, feng shui, and natural landscapes. Hui doesn't impress with skyscrapers or a bustling pace of life. Its beauty lies in its tranquility. Every moss-covered wall, every moss-covered roof tile, every temple bell ringing in the early morning evokes a capital that has existed for centuries, but still retains its soul. Hoi An is one of the best-preserved ancient towns in Southeast Asia. Over 4 centuries have passed, yet the moss-covered tiled roofs, yellow walls, and cobblestone streets have almost entirely retained the appearance of a bustling trading port from the 16th and 17th centuries. Recognized by UNESCO as a World Cultural Heritage Site, Hoi An was once a meeting point for merchants from Vietnam, Japan, China, and Europe. This intermingling has created a rare architectural style, where wooden houses, assembly halls, temples, and ancient bridges coexist harmoniously in a small space. As night falls, the entire old town lights up with the brilliant glow of lanterns. Thousands of colorful lanterns reflect on the Hui River, transforming the entire town into a shimmering and tranquil scene. Small boats drift lazily on the water, carrying floating lanterns that convey wishes for peace and safety. Walking is the best way to experience Hoi An. Each narrow alley leads to a charming old street corner, a cafe nestled in a centuries-old house, or a courtyard overflowing with bougainvillea blossoms under the central Vietnamese sun. Beyond its architectural beauty, Hoi An also preserves many traditional crafts, such as lantern making, Tan Ha pottery, and Kimbong carpentry. These values have been preserved through generation, contributing to the enduring vitality of the ancient town. Hoi An's cuisine also boasts a distinct character, with dishes like chow lao, kwang noodles, chicken rice, steamed buns, bun vak rice cakes, and street vendors weaving through the streets. Each dish reflects the cultural exchange that once created a bustling trading port on the central Vietnamese coast. Today, Hoi An is not only a Vietnamese heritage site, but also a place that preserves a rare, slow pace of life amidst the modern world. Located at an altitude of over 400 meters above sea level on the summit of Mount Chua, Ba Na Hills appears like a fairyland hidden amidst the vast sea of clouds of the Trong Son mountain range. To reach the summit, visitors travel by cable car, which has achieved many world records, crossing primeval forests and admiring the Toc Tien waterfall from above. The area boasts a magical weather, with all 4 seasons in a single day. On the mountaintop is a diverse architectural complex. Most notable is the Golden Bridge, with its design of 2 stone hands supporting a balcony reaching out into the air. Next is the French village. Modeled after ancient European architecture, the De Bay wine cellar, dug deep into the mountain by the French in 1923, and Lin Ung Pagoda, with its 27-meter-tall Buddha statue. This project marks the transformation of a pristine mountainous area into a large-scale tourist destination. The staff and service personnel here are mostly locals, retaining the genuine and hospitable character typical of Quang Nam province. Ninh Thuan, a land of sun and wind, possesses a unique, captivating, and distinctive beauty. This place is notable for its ancient architecture and its pristine, sun-drenched, wind-swept mini-desert. The vast Nam Quang sand dunes change shape with each gust of wind, enveloping the arid grasslands. The Po Klong Garai Cham Tower complex is located on Trao Hill, about 9 kilometers northwest of Phan Rang City. This is the most magnificent Cham Tower complex remaining in Vietnam. The complex includes the main tower, the fire tower, and the gate tower, all featuring extremely sophisticated architectural sculptures. Built in the late 13th century, this complex of red brick towers has stood strong for over 700 years, becoming one of the most well-preserved Cham architectural structures in Southeast Asia. Ninh Thuan is the cradle of Cham culture. with its most clearly visible presence in Vietnam. It still preserves traditional festivals such as Karte, the Paranung drumming, the Apsara dance, and rituals passed down through centuries. Ancient craft villages such as Bao Truk pottery and Mai Nghiep brocade weaving continue to operate today. What's special is that many ceramic products are still entirely hand-shaped and fired outdoors using traditional methods, a technique rarely preserved elsewhere. The people of Ninh Thuan possess the genuine and resilient spirit of a land blessed with abundant sunshine and wind. In the Cham villages, artisans diligently preserve the pottery, weaving, and cultural values of their ancestors. You will encounter Cham women in traditional attire, their hands nimbly working on looms or pottery wheels. Each product they create is not just a handcrafted item, but also a part of the memory of a civilization that has existed for thousands of years.
Porklongarai Cham Tower and Nam Quang sand dunes are two distinctive symbols of Champa culture and nature in Ninh Thuan.
Dalat is located on the Lam Vien Plateau at an altitude of 1,500 meters. It enjoys a temperate climate year-round, surrounded by vast pine hills and lakes. The city is characterized by thousands of old French villas hidden amidst the mist. Life in Dalat is both leisurely and bustling with tourism. The locals cultivate flowers, practice high-tech agriculture, and run service businesses. The cuisine is with hot steamed pork dumplings in bread, chicken hot pot with basil leaves, rice cakes with shrimp and egg filling, and soy milk that perfectly complements the cool night air. Located within the UNESCO Dak Nong Global Geopark, Khong No is a basalt volcanic cave system of record scale and length in Southeast Asia. The history of this land began millions of years ago with violent eruptions of the Chubaluk volcano. As molten lava swept across the surface, the outer layer of lava cooled and solidified upon contact with the air, forming a crust. Meanwhile, the liquid lava inside continued to flow. As the lava flow gradually subsided, it left behind vast underground caverns stretching for kilometers, the cave system we see today. Inside the caves, the space is dark, damp, and completely isolated from the outside world. Most notable among them is Cave C7, known as the longest volcanic cave in Southeast Asia. This system stretches along the Serepok River, formed from lava flows that erupted millions of years ago. Inside the caves lies pristine, majestic beauty with unique lava formations, slides, lava ridges, and valuable archaeological relics. nestled peacefully on the banks of the upstream Dak Blau River. Kon Katu is one of the oldest villages of the Ba Na people in Kon Tum. The village still retains its traditional layout. Wooden stilt houses arranged around a large communal courtyard. The centerpiece of the village is the towering communal house Nya Rong, with its axe-shaped roof pointing towards the sky. The communal house is entirely handcrafted from large wooden pillars, combined with thatch, bamboo, and woven with forest vines without using iron nails. The floor is made of flattened bamboo, which has natural elasticity. This is where community gatherings, activities, and major festivals take place. The life of the Ba Na people in Kon Katu is closely linked to farming, the river, and the craft of weaving brocade. As the sun sets over the Dak Blau River, the fires in the communal house and in each stilt house are lit. The villagers gathered around a simple but distinctly mountain-style meal. Sticky rice cooked in bamboo tube, grilled chicken torn apart by hand and dipped in a mixture of salt, chili, and yellow ant leaves, grilled stream fish, and jars of rice wine fermented with forest leaves. The sound of gongs and drums harmonized with the rhythmic dances of the Ba Na girls, perfectly reflecting the close-knit community life that has existed for generations. Ho Chi Minh City preserves many architectural works from various historical periods. The center of District 1 is home to the Independence Palace, a political symbol with a 12-hectare grounds and modern architecture from the 1960s. A few hundred meters away are the Saigon Central Post Office and Notre Dame Cathedral, featuring the distinctive Gothic and Romanesque styles from the French colonial era. Ben Vlad Market, with its four-faced clock tower, serves as the oldest continuously operating trading hub. These structures stand alongside the brick and stone boulevards, shaping the identity of a heritage city in the heart of the city. As the largest economic center in the country, constantly bustling 247, the urban landscape presents a stark contrast. High-rise buildings like Landmark 81 and Bitexco represent commerce, finance, and international integration. Right at the foot of these modern concrete structures lies a complex network of alleyways, home to the majority of the inner-city population. High-density traffic with millions of motorbikes moving along main roads from early morning to late night reflects the rapid development and fast-paced life of a metropolis. The daily lives of residents are closely tied to sidewalks and small alleyways. The sidewalk coffee culture and traditional Vietnamese filter coffee reflect the open and simple nature of people in the South. The The diverse street food incorporates influences from many regions. Grilled pork ribs with rice, noodle carts operating at night, convenient Saigon sandwiches, and affordable snail restaurants. The long history of immigration has created a harmonious, adaptable, and dynamic community. Located at the intersection of vital waterways, Kanto is the economic and cultural center of the Mekong Delta. The riverine culture here is most clearly expressed at Kai Rang Floating Market, situated on the Kanto River, about 6 kilometers from the city center. The market operates from dawn, all buying and selling of agricultural products takes place directly on boats. Instead of using signs, sellers hang their produce from sweet potatoes, onions, and garlic to fruits like pineapples, watermelons, and rambutan on a bamboo pole erected at the front of the boat, called a display pole. Buyers can identify the goods simply by looking from afar. The lives of the merchants are completely intertwined with the water and their boats. The boats serve as both a means of transportation and a living space for the family. Food and street vendors also move flexibly on small boats, selling noodle soup and morning coffee to market-goers and boat owners. The rhythm of life at Kai Rang Floating Market reflects the natural adaptation of the people of the Mekong Delta to the intricate network of rivers and canals over many generations. Samao is the southernmost point of Vietnam, where the mainland extends into the sea thanks to the natural process of alluvial deposition. The area's topography is fragmented by a dense network of rivers and canals, forming two distinct ecosystems: the freshwater mangrove forests in U Minh Ha and the mangrove forests at Ca Mau Cape. The vegetation here plays a role in stabilizing alluvium, holding the soil, and expanding the territory towards the sea each year. The mangrove forest, with their deep penetrating roots in the mud, create a green wall that protects the coastline and provides a habitat for hundreds of aquatic species. The economic life of the people of Ca Mau is closely linked to the forest and marine ecosystem. The people live by raising shrimp in the mangroves, steeped in Shinto and Buddhism, and engaging in offshore fishing. At the southernmost point, the national coordinate marker and the image of a mangrove tree mark the last green area of the mainland, concluding the geographical journey from north to south. Vietnam is not confined to the pages of maps or confined to documentary footage. This country is alive with the sounds of hammers in the mechanical workshops of the north, the whistles of container ships leaving ports in the central region, the hurried pace of vehicles under the lights of highways in the south, and the rhythmic tapping of boats on the banks of the Mekong River at dawn. Every stretch of land traversed, every construction built, every generation of people clinging to the sea, protecting the forest, and building cities are all brushstrokes on a picture that never stops expanding. A Vietnam steadfast from its thousand-year heritage, brimming with vitality in its inner strength today, and silently and proudly moving forward.